Alright, what's up everybody, how's it going? It's Berk, aka Dansway here, and welcome to the Final Fantasy X Masters Challenge mod made by our very own Karifean. For anyone who doesn't know, Karifean is a member of the Dansway community. He has been around for many years, and I've always enjoyed his presence in the live streams and the premieres, and his knowledge of the game is supreme. And over the years, he has been working on this particular mod. I've played the Pbirdman mod in the past, and as hard as it is to believe, it has been 5 years since I began the Pbirdman mod adventure. I had an incredible time with that. Pbirdman became a friend of mine. He was someone I greatly admired in the community over the years, and I ended up giving him a lot of feedback. We worked together behind the scenes, and I did my best to kind of play through his mod, share my thoughts and feelings, and help him try to make it at least a little bit better than when it started. And we had an amazing time over the course of about 2 years playing through his mod. And now it's time to do it all again, and this time with Karifean. So I'm going to begin the game here and then kind of just start talking about things as the game starts, so you don't have to stare at this screen for the entire time. This is the v1.5 version. It's the latest one, and it's probably close to pretty much the final version that there's going to be, barring any major issues that I run into. Because the mod has been out for a few months now, and you guys are of course welcome to try it and play along with me. The link will be in the description. You can definitely give it a go. And so without much further ado, let's find out if we can make it through this mod challenge together. So from the get-go, we can only use the standard sphere grid because he has modified the sphere grid, of course. It's going to be a very particular kind of setup, and so there is only one choice here heading into the mod. We're going to go OG soundtrack, of course. And we're going to get going. So for now, I don't have the cutscene remover tool just to give me some time to kind of get into it and talk through things. But in general, we are going to be playing it with the cutscene remover tool. This is really useful, especially I think for content creators and for people who have played the game endless times. It helps me to preserve the story experience more, like having played it so many times now. The story is still one of the things that's still so awesome to me and so brilliant. And so I think the less times I have to kind of play through the story, the more fresh I can keep it for when I want to do that type of run. And so I really enjoy the cutscene mod. And of course it cuts a lot of time. That since we're focusing on the gameplay and the modding here, I think it's definitely very beneficial to me. So a few things we need to know for anyone who's never seen a modded playthrough of Final Fantasy X who doesn't know what to expect. This is purely a gameplay mod. You're not going to see any kind of graphical changes or enhancements or any changes to the story or anything like that. All of that is kept 100% how it is in the original. There are only gameplay changes that you are going to be seeing here. Now, as the name would suggest, it's called the Masters Challenge mod. So obviously it's designed to be challenging and difficult, and designed to get players like me to think about the game in new ways that we haven't before. And I always say it, this is one of the ways in which the Final Fantasy X experience continues to stay fresh for me. I've played it so many times over the years, dedicated thousands of hours to the game, and for people wondering how do you still find motivation to play this game, one of the ways in which I do is to find new ways to experience it, because the gameplay system is so deep in this game. There's so many different ways to tackle it. There's endless challenges that you can make up even with the original gameplay, that when you have a modded version, and especially one that's hopefully done very well, which I'm sure Karifean's one is, then it gives us even more of a chance to enjoy the game in a completely fresh and new way. And so that's what I'm looking forward to doing, and that's what we're going to be experiencing through together. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't have as much time to play nowadays, or the Masters Challenge mod you think is kind of too challenging for you, you're going to obviously live it vicariously through me. And the cool part of doing this one is that we chatted with Karifean before starting this one. I've known about this mod for a very long time. He's agreed to basically generally try his best to be around whenever an episode premieres, so that he can kind of see my playthrough in real time and react to how I've been playing through the game, and of course give us some kind of developer insight in the background as I play through. So, any changes he made, how did he come up with certain things, and just obviously any other information he wants to share with us while these episodes are premiering. And on the topic of premiering, with this stuff, because I still have so much stuff ongoing on the channel, but I wanted to make a start with this mod and to kind of get it out to you guys now, and to Karifean of course. We're going to be doing it in a once a week premiere style format. I'm going to keep episodes longer, anywhere between about an hour to an hour and a half tops, but probably closer to an hour. And we're going to be playing through it in that kind of fashion, so that I can continue my kind of day-to-day stuff I've got, of course, stuff like attack-only challenges happening. I've just got so much other material that, well, including the Final Fantasy X randomizer live stream, I don't want to create too much of a traffic jam of just constant content. And so the best way for me to kind of schedule this and enjoy it at a nice kind of pace, and for anyone that's playing along as well that wants to sort of do their own run and kind of go alongside me, it gives you guys time as well to continue your run as well while waiting for the next episode. So that's how it's going to be. That's the general format. Roughly an hour long every week. They're going to be premieres, and hopefully Karifean will be joining us in the chat for those premieres to give us his insights and reactions to the playthrough. So let's talk a little bit more about the playthrough itself and what to expect in terms of the gameplay changes. First of all, let me change Titus' name. This always helps me to track my many different playthroughs. But yeah, in terms of how it's been structured, one of the things that I find most interesting about this is that he has designed it to be a non-grindy mod. Now, the way that that's going to work is that basically you don't gain any experience points. Like from random encounter battles, there's no experience points. So that's already really interesting. The only experience points that you get are going to be from boss battles. And so this idea of kind of grinding battles to gain more AP, to increase your levels, that doesn't exist anymore. And so one, that I assume that hopefully shortens the playthrough, makes it a bit more streamlined, the fact that it's designed to be non-grindy. And two, I think it really allows the modder more agency in stopping players over leveling and to kind of structure the difficulty and the setup how they want to. So hopefully that's going to work really nicely. And I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing how that's going to work out. So we're going to have to, of course, make use of all of the tools that we have. And we won't have to kind of balance the game ourselves and try to do it fairly, which is how I tried to do the Pbirdman mod. I tried my best to not over-level on purpose, just try to make my way through areas and play it in a way that wasn't kind of exploitative in terms of the levels. But with the Karifean mod, hopefully that shouldn't be necessary anyway, because you literally cannot do it even if you want to. There's no items, there's basically nothing to be gained from the random encounters. They're merely there to kind of slow you down and to basically give you more of a resource management type of task as you try to get through to the next boss. So that's already a very different setup to what we experienced with Pbirdman, and of course very different from the original game as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. In terms of the bosses, I have no idea what to expect. I don't know what he's been cooking up. I just generally know like the main idea of the mod being obviously to be challenging and for it to also be not grindy. And so that's generally all I'm working with at the moment. The rest is blind. I haven't asked for any tips or advice. I haven't checked the change log or seen anything like that. The one thing I do know is because we don't have items given to us from the main like random encounters, we have to do everything we can to kind of pick things up along the way. And that also includes NPCs. So there's going to be NPC dialogues in which you get items. Those are still there. So NPC dialogues and chests, we're going to need to make sure we kind of continue those. So that's why I'm going to have to try to remember every NPC that you chat to who gives us something. So that's the general idea here. Okay, so I think before the battle started, I wanted to just kind of take a little bit of time to talk about things. I think that's generally all I need to talk about. From here, I'm going to turn the cutscene remover on, and we're going to start heading into the first battles of the game. So hopefully I've kind of summarized what to expect. From here, we're really going to get into the mod, and we're going to start playing. As always, please do show the video some love by hitting that like button. If Karifean is in the chat, please show him some love too. He's worked really hard on this mod. If you do have time to try it out, please give it a go. That's one of the obviously biggest ways to support him, is by downloading the mod and giving it a try yourself. And of course on my side, you guys know the drill. Please support this content as much as you can so that I can continue to bring it to you and share these fun Final Fantasy experiences. So let's get on with the mod and start to get into the very first battles of the game. In terms of like the Steam tools that we have, like ×2, ×4, we still have those. Hopefully I shouldn't really need it if it really is a grindless mod. I'm going to try my best to kind of play it at the normal speed. So yes, this is a Steam version thing. You probably can run it on Steam Deck. I think Karifean, obviously, hopefully he's watching this. He can comment on the Steam Deck thing. But in general, obviously I'm playing on PC. Okay. Could we always clip through him like this? Alright, here we go. The first battle of the game, and Karifean has already learned the ally overdrive mode.
We cut through.
So one way in which this is a grindless mod is the fact that you can learn overdrives pretty much instantly. So he gives you the toolkit from the get-go. You don't need to, you know, attack something 200 times to learn the warrior overdrive or anything like that. So we're going to be hopefully gaining the overdrive much more quickly in this one. So we begin with these, and one thing I want to show you, because I did test for 5 minutes, I did these sin spawn battles just before starting this recording just to make sure things work. This is already pretty interesting. So we have a sensor ability and 2 free slots on this hunter's sword. So that's obviously different from the start. And one thing that I'm going to miss is that during like my more recent Final Fantasy X playthroughs, and especially on the randomizer live streams, I've had a mod activated that allows me to have permanent like auto sensor. And it's such a nice quality of life improvement, so you don't have to track enemy HP and that kind of thing. But obviously in this mod, enemies could have different HP, they could have different weaknesses. So obviously sensor, like that kind of sensor cheat is disabled, and we have to actually make use of the sensor ability in the weapons again and go old school. So yeah, there's already a few little changes to be noted here. Much like in the Pbirdman mod, like these help texts are going to be changed. So when relevant, Karifean's going to add his own information here. So there you go. So he's learned warrior in a single hit. So basically you learn everything in like one turn, basically, instead of all of the farming. Now, of course, you can already see the icy kind of style of Auron's blade here. And so this is his starter weapon. I'm like, this is quite OP, man. But we're not going to get him again until Mihen, obviously. So for now, obviously, it's probably a bit OP. But that's pretty interesting to me. Does he have an armor by default? He does, but it doesn't have anything. He still has his power break. I think that's how it began already, right? Obviously, because I most recently played the randomizer and I've played like the Pbirdman mod, I haven't done that many like pure vanilla runs. I did attack only as well, so the last time I played through the game like completely normally has probably been quite a long time. And so my memory of even like what's in the default vanilla version is probably not as good as it was a few years ago. But I haven't done any like extra research. And so we're just going to take it as it comes here. Oh, okay, that's a nice start. 756. Is his strength higher than default? He shouldn't be doing that much damage. I think, again, because he joins in Mihen, I think he's been kind of modified a bit. But Tidus seems the same in terms of his strength. But yeah, Auron's definitely doing a little more. He looks like he has like 5 more strength or something. But yeah, I'm loving these overdrives just coming in immediately. Cool. Okay, first boss of the game. Everyone by this stage watching this video should know that it's impossible for Sin Spawn Ames to kill you, basically, because it only uses Demi and no other move. Let's see if this has changed.
Get out of my town! Some can't wait to die.
So, overdrive reset. In this mod, all your overdrive gauges reset to 0 at the start of every boss fight. To use overdrives, you must build up the gauge within the fight itself. So I reckon part of what's going to make this mod difficult is that you probably can't just stick it on Stoic and Comrade and just blast through all the fights. You're probably going to have to go in, figure out which type works best, and then probably on like a repeat attempt or something, change your overdrive mode to suit this particular fight better. So I think for now it doesn't matter, but he's letting us know that for the future that's going to change, and this is interesting too. So interesting balancing here. He's obviously giving us some extras but taking things away too. So the button combination remains the same, and yeah, obviously he's generally doing a bit more damage. So what this means is kind of the idea of saving up overdrives for bosses is also taken away, so that's the harsh side of things there as well. So you can't go through random encounters to like deliberately build up overdrive gauge to just unload it on bosses. So that's a shame, but I think good choice. because that's obviously one of the ways in which you can always make fights easier is by prepping overdrives in advance and unloading them on the bosses. So basically, if you have an overdrive, use it, is what I understand that as. Okay. So I think, yeah, you only need to use each overdrive one time to get the next one for Tidus, so that's also nice. Unleashes Demi when its HP is reduced by a quarter. So far, at least, only Demi. We'll have to see if there's any like interesting Easter eggy or like just straight up funny stuff. I do remember one of the things I enjoyed most about the Pbirdman mod was that now and then he just threw in stuff that was just really funny. If you haven't seen a Pbirdman mod before, I definitely recommend that you watch that one. It was a really fun time playing through that. It was one of the best projects I ever did on the channel. So maybe watch the two of them alongside just to see like the very different takes probably on how to mod this game to increase the challenge. Now, this one I think is designed to be definitely I think it might be probably designed to be a little bit more challenging than Pbirdman's mod, possibly. The Pbirdman mod was always designed to be like challenging and definitely tough, but not deliberately anything hardcore. This feels to me like it might be a little bit more hardcore in intention by the time you get to the end, but we'll have to see. But at least this one, he's been kind and allowed us to continue through. But he's already given us a warning shot with the whole overdrive thing. Okay. So I have a billion saves here, but I'm going to have to... At this stage I have lots of backup folders with like full like 150 save slots in there. Alright, here we go. Flicker and cheer. Okay. So it's getting like a 1 in 15 strength boost, which shouldn't be that bad. But I think any one of them that has the cheer I should try and take out. Okay. Oh man, I'm loving those counter attacks. And the critical hit. Look at that. Woo. Does he have some kind of critical hit bonus? That's been like 3 already. I think it's been 3. Yeah, either I'm getting lucky or he has some extra crit bonus. It's a shame that's the kind of thing you can't really tell from in the game, if a weapon has a greater critical hit bonus. Are we going to get a turn at some point? Bloody hell. Forever. So I think we need to have at least 3 turns where nothing happens before we can attack the tanker thing. But already giving us a sign that enemies can do some cool things here from the get-go. Enemies using buffs is just something I always generally respect. I don't think they do it enough in the game. But yeah, honestly, this one I'm going to speed up. You get the point. I'm so much more used to just firing off the speed up whenever I need it. But there you go. This could be bad.
Could be bad. That. Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Okay. So I think I should have enough HP to ignore the sin spawns here. These turns, again, they're just going to take a long time, so we're moving. And we learned Dancer. So already we have like 8 overdrive modes. That's insane. Maybe a little risky here, but I'm relying on Auron's counter-attack as well to take some of them out. But already in Dream Zanarkand, we're getting a little bit of flavor here for what could happen in this mod. Obviously, he's not trying to kill us from the first encounter.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, I think with the speed up plus cutscene remover, sometimes the soundtrack probably messes up a bit. But it should reset once we complete this bit. There you go, we already cleared the Dream Zanarkand section and it's on to Barge. This mod is easy. Master's Chat mod. Okay. here we are in Barge already. So even like if you don't have cutscene remover and you play everything in real time, even getting to here would take like, I don't know, half an hour or some shit. So thankfully we managed to get through much more quickly. Now, one thing I don't know is the Albed primer situation. Like, is there any benefit to... I assume Rin probably doesn't give you anything for getting all the primers. That's something I'll have to check. I don't even know, because the most recent batch of save files I think is attack only, and the live stream, like the randomizer live stream stuff. So I don't even know if I have a save file that has all of the primers, because for those I've kind of been skipping through. So I might not actually have all of them. So we'll see. Obviously I'm kind of chatting with Karifean behind the scenes anyway, but obviously some of the stuff I'll just find out from the premieres if I can attend them, and see what his responses are. But let me just see what I even have here. Okay, I think that is all of them. I remember that rank being all of them. Yeah, we got them all. Okay. So I don't know if how that's going to affect things, but I feel like I'd rather have them than not. At the end of the day, it's a Masters Challenge mod, and I assume that someone playing this mod probably has a save file where they've got all the Albed primers. I think that's a fair assumption. Now, were there even any more chests here? There's one on either side. That's one of the things I could definitely miss. Like some of the chests, I just won't remember where they are. I'll just kind of go through. But I think in this mod especially, that's going to be more and more important. Like every NPC that you can talk to, you probably should. So once again, lots of save files, because I'm probably going to be dying quite a lot here. Or missing something important that like an NPC gives or something like that, so I might need to reload saves. I think what I'll do, if I miss anything like majorly important, like let's say an NPC gave me a piece of equipment or something, instead of like the whole backtracking stuff, I'll obviously use some tools to kind of hack in anything that I missed. I think that's probably how I'll do it, but I'll do my best to kind of not rely on that stuff and just try to make it through as naturally as possible. So, already we have 8 overdrive modes here, but it's kind of hard to say like which one is really going to work here. Like within a boss battle itself, like stuff like Victor feels like it's irrelevant, like you're basically never going to need this one. Slayer also. This one maybe, this one maybe. But for now at least I don't have much of a... I think it's going to be one of those where, like, for a tougher boss, I'm going to have to see, like, which type works better and then just do it on a repeat attempt, maybe. Because the overdrive's obviously going to be big, especially once we get the whole party together. Okay, so then Loner. I think Loner could serve me well here, honestly. But yeah, I think the cutscene remover makes the soundtrack break sometimes. But no problems here. Straight into this guy. Likes his food in good health and fast asleep. That's interesting. Very predictable. So we know in advance it has 200,000 HP. Holy shit. So yeah, obviously we're coming back to this later, but that should also give you an idea. I think originally it has like 32,000 or something like that. So yeah. But I guess that means he's employed the same mechanics as the original, of course. But that hit there, there was like multiple numbers flashing up as well. So that's a bit of a weird one. You can see there were 3 zeros there, so I think he lands like a multi-attack hit. But in general, yes, we're not supposed to be fighting him yet. I just hope the music starts working again. I think that'd be a bit annoying if it doesn't. I might have to add back some of the music in post. Okay, there you go. Woo. So I think I'll gather all of the supplies first and then save before click. Since the challenge is so boss battle oriented, I have a feeling click is going to be already like a little bit different. I'd rather not die on click on literally like the first boss of the game, but we'll see. Like Amez I don't really count as a boss, like anything that you can't lose to, I think that's a bit... doesn't feel like a boss to me so much. Of course it is, but in real terms. There's just a lot of these chests that, in general, it just doesn't change my playthrough enough that if I forget them, I kind of just blast through. But I feel like in this particular mod, like you could pay the price for missing a chest or an NPC that could have given you something important. And I guess that's another element of where the quote-unquote master comes in. Like, if you remember where everything is and which NPCs to talk to and that kind of thing, your chances of success are going to be higher than someone who just doesn't know and they miss, say, like 10%, 20% of the chests and NPCs and stuff. Did I literally pick up the wizard bouquet? Yeah, I did. Yeah, sometimes I just go to the chest further ahead first and pick it up on the way down. Okay. So I think I'm good to save here. I don't need to save every 5 minutes. So, already we're going to have a bit of an overdrive situation here. I think this fight's always most dangerous when Tyus is on his own. I think once Riku's in there, like, we should be fine anyway. This stuff I remember it always being slow. I don't know if he's changed the rates. So I think ally is like every 5%. Sorry, every turn is like 5% you get charged, something like that. But I remember Loner being very powerful. It gives you like 20% or something every time you get a turn, 20-25%. So I think I'm going to stick with this for now. For Stoic, we'd have to get hit so much that I think it's irrelevant. And Warrior, we wouldn't do enough damage. So I think this is the only one that even gives me a chance of a full overdrive in that fight. So this is normally obviously something I would just never think about heading into this. But let's see. Okay.
Give me a break!
First real boss. Literally called the first test. Okay. Okay, I mean, I still think you just gotta attack first and see what happens. 99 damage. Oh my god. We already have zombie status, so he's not letting you heal in this fight. There's obviously no way to cure it. Okay. That's mean. Yeah, that's kind of setting a precedent already from the click fight if you're getting zombified and can't heal. Yeah, if that's already scared you off, this mod's probably not for you. If that's made you curious or excited, then probably the mod is more likely to be for you. So, I think already here, if we go blow for blow since I can't heal, probably not the best idea. I need to make use of my overdrive already, I think. So I'm going to try to stay alive until I get my overdrive. You can see how quickly it goes up. So here we get a free turn, we take it, and then we just try to stay alive. I think this gets me to overdrive. Ah, it's close. Oh wait, okay, I did get it. Cool. Right, so Spiral Cut is quick enough. Wait, is Spiral Cut a rank 3? That's nice. Okay, so Spiral Cut is basically the same delay as a normal attack, but Energy Rain is the one that gives you more delay. So we take this, because obviously we have no choice, we can't heal. And hopefully this is enough. Nailed it first time, which helps a little. 276. That wasn't that great, to be honest. Like here, there's basically nothing left that I can do. Maybe I should have defended from the first turn. This is already very tight. Come on. There we go. Okay. Just about survived long enough. So already this was tight.
Cool.
I don't really think I did anything wrong other than just attack on the first turn, but I couldn't have known. In this mod, there are no abilities that steal items or gil. Oh man. You're killing me. Instead, try and make the best of the items you find and are given directly. Okay, that's very fair for a difficulty mod. Okay, so we start off with 2 Antarctic winds. Let's have a look. Can't see any weapons and armor that she has, so there's nothing. So we either defend or we use these. Let's go. 600, not bad. Tidus could die from the next hit, so I think I still have to I'm going to change weapons and then defend, I think. I'm going to try and not leave Riku on her own here. So already playing this fight very differently to normal. And then that's it, she's already done. In this fight she can't do anything more other than attack. So I'm going to defend again here. Thankfully the zombification wore off, I kind of forgot. Nice, good crit. I think still, let's heal Tidus anyway. I don't know how much more HP it has left, so I should probably heal while I can. And then we just kind of gun it down. So defend here. Okay. So we can get 2 hit. Oh, overkill for that. Wow. Okay. Nice. Sure, we'll take that. First boss battle win. Okay. So one way in which he tries to make this a grindless mod is obviously by giving you the sphere grid spheres you need to power up without having to beat random encounters to get them. Because one of the areas in which you'd struggle normally is that you'd run out of red spheres pretty quickly. So I think that's definitely a clever idea. And there we go. We've made it onto the salvage ship already. So let's talk to Riku for the sphere grid. Okay.
We'll go as soon as you're ready.
Oh, okay. It managed to skip all of that too. So let's have our first look at the... What the f... Let's have our first look at the sphere grid. That's interesting. So this is, I guess, one kind of more artificial way to... I was going to say, does that block the... Like, it keeps you confined to your sphere grid more, but it doesn't. Like, this isn't a link-up point between the two. Some interesting choices here. But I think it's obviously his way of just more specifically limiting the amount of nodes you have available. So you can't farm for level 3 key spheres anyway. So it's probably like permanently, you just can't use that chunk. Wow. So we won't look too deeply. I just want to look at Tidus's grid to get an idea first. So Cheer is still there. Luck by 3 points. Haste is there. That's good. Provoke, being on Tidus's grid, definitely useful. We know that Provoke can definitely get us through some battles in the vanilla at least. Delay, nice. So a lot of the moves are the same. Like, they're not hugely radical changes that I'm seeing, but they're pretty subtle, but interesting for sure. Quick hit much earlier. That's nice. Sloga. Hasker, he's obviously moved along. Yeah, Hasker's closer to the end. Okay, fair enough. Let's begin. Ah, no power sphere, so we can't even level that up yet. Look, all this agility stowed away here. Sheesh. Okay. So starter stats also. I think... Yeah, these aren't the same as the base game. The agility is definitely less. I think he has 10 agility normally, and she has 16 to start. So some of this stuff has been modified as well, the starter stats. Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna quickly go, like, rewrite this save, and then let's go in and fight some piranhas and see what happens. So it seems to me like there's literally zero value in fighting more encounters than you need to. Like, if you can get through an area with no encounters, then it's probably still beneficial. Let's see. Like, if that's the case, like, yeah, I guess I was going to say then why not just turn encounters off then if there's no benefit to them, but obviously it's more the case that there is a cost to them, which adds to the challenge. So they're going to try to obviously slow you down. Like so. So yeah, no ability to steal. Like, we're not going to get anything from these guys that's going to help us here. Nothing. Oh, she has a poison touch weapon? That's neat. That is neat. So let's check this out. It's just poison touch, fair enough. And nothing. But I think the customization is definitely going to be interesting. Like, we've already got a few free slots to begin with. So we're going to have to make some decisions. Obviously, there's finite resources. So I don't think we're going to be able to just, oh, let's just customize evade encounter on everybody. I don't think it's going to work like that. So it's going to be curious. Like, for example, Blitzball. What kind of rewards do we have for them? Have they completely been stripped away to stop you from farming anything from Blitzball? Thankfully, the save spheres still heal you, which is nice. Alright, let's go. So moving straight along here. Always like the aesthetic of this place. Okay. So. Packs of 3. Yikes. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to focus our attacks on one of them for now. Don't think it's quite enough. That's not good. Yeah. So this could already be problematic, this encounter. Also, I assume we can use items outside of battle. That's a nice critical there. Oof. There we go. No AP, no items. That's still a bit jarring to see. Tidus tech support. This is how we fix problems in the 24/7 stream. This music here as well is kind of like nothing really that you hear in the rest of the game. Right. So let's get up to full HP. Now, overdrives, obviously loner mode is not going to be smart here. Wonder if Daredevil might help. The only problem with this is basically we have autosave. So if you pick the wrong overdrive mode and the battle's very dependent on picking the right one, your autosave will load you into the fight, which is usually very convenient, but if you need to change overdrive mode, you have to reload a previous save. I don't know if there's a better way to do that, but yeah. So we need to set overdrive mode in a way that probably would be useful. I think that's the only thing that's a bit difficult to know, because like you just don't know which overdrive mode you're going to need, because the mod could have obviously changed things. I can't base it off what Tross normally does, I think, because obviously there could be added states effects, there could be anything. So, I don't know. Comrade, I feel like still probably works. I want to say Daredevil. I'm gonna give Tidus Daredevil anyway, just to see, but Riku feels like she's gonna be pretty useless in this fight. Wait a minute. Does she have like a healer one? I thought like if she focuses more on healing with items, maybe I could get an overdrive out of it, but let's see. Second boss of the game. Right, 2,200 attacks with Nautilus charge after backing away. Okay. So literally nothing we can do here. Six, not the best. But I think I'm going to use her to keep Ty's HP high. Like, he's not quick enough to attack and then defend, so with him we're going to just stay on it. I think I'll wait for one more. So in that sense, Daredevil might not be the best, but... And well, we don't know if Nautilus charge is more powerful than before. So yeah, again, after a certain number of turns/hits, it moves away. I always forget what it is. Is it like a certain number of turns or a certain number of hits? Right, in this mod, status touch abilities will never work on bosses. Strike may sometimes work. Okay, so that's important. So she has poison touch, but it's not going to work. By that same logic, like if you use stuff like bio or maybe items that can afflict the status, then there's a chance you could make it work. Okay, so normally I choose to defend here. But maybe I should just heal, since I get an extra turn. Right, let's see what kind of damage. Okay. Yeah, she's on Daredevil too. I think like without your overdrives, if you're gonna struggle in this one. But that was quite a lot of damage. But even for the Comrade, you see like Riku's on Comrade overdrive, like it doesn't move the needle enough. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk and go Daredevil for a little bit with Tidus and see what happens. So I think we're gonna have to live on the edge a bit here. I might fail this first attempt, but then more deliberately Daredevil. Just trying to remember if he survives, if he defends here. Alright, let's see. 17. So I'm going to try to not be stingy with resources for now, but like at the moment he's not gaining overdrive that much here, so at this rate we won't be able to keep up. So it really is, it's all about the overdrives early on. Oh, what? 175? That's rude. Maybe we need loner mode again. Is it me or is his overdrive not good? Did I do it wrong? I swear I utilized Daredevil. No critical hits either to help me out here. So using up a lot of potions here, so this attempt's probably going to fail, but it's a nice way for you to already see the challenges here. But yeah, Titus' overdrive, something doesn't feel right about that. Like, he's just not gaining enough. I always thought Daredevil was one of the ones where he'd go up fast, but it doesn't seem to be the case. 998. There you go. That's a critical. We're getting a little bit closer, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We're going to run out of resources. And I'm not sure if I want to use all of my resources on Tross. It might put me like so far on the back foot that it might not work very well. Yeah, it is going up, but like it's much slower than I expected. I think I need at least one overdrive to win this fight. Four, 7, 3. Yeah, 389 if you don't get it right. We need this tentacle to hit Riku. It didn't. 189. Sheesh. Yeah, the round of mirrors is not nice. Yeah, finally, it was using tentacles so many times in a row. Another crit. Finally, things started to go my way a little more here. The almighty Tross. So I think I narrowly avoided a game over on the second boss of the game. But it took everything. Oh my god. This might be a good demonstration though of like what happens if you use up a lot of resources, so I might need to literally reload the save and beat it more efficiently to stand a chance. Ooh, interesting. But there you go. I mean, I did win. Not the most gracious victory, but there you go. And well, we have no power spheres yet, so can't benefit from that. Let's get out of here. Whew. Yeah, I think probably wrong overdrive mode choice. I'm surprised that Daredevil gave me so little. Considering you have to literally fight on low HP for it, and fight dangerously, it gave you like barely like 10% of an overdrive bar. Look how low it is. I spent at least like 8 to 10 turns or something like that in low health. Maybe 6 to 8, but still, yeah, nowhere near as much as I hoped. Riku literally ended up with more. Yeah, so I'm not sure which one would have been the best, but we made it. That's what matters. Okay. So now there's going to be a bit of a gap before the next one, so I might have to edit some stuff out here while I try and get to the next boss / encounter in the story. So I'm going to keep this save in case I need to go back and fix it. Okay, so we find ourselves in Besaid, and already there should be a few little things that you can pick up here. So let's see what we got. Okay. And then, other than this, speaking to the Aurochs is good. That's something that I used to skip a lot. And in general, like, you can of course skip it, but since we're trying to get everything we can here. There you go, some money. Oh yeah, well, we do have the shops, I guess, right? Maybe the shop inventory is different. Thank you. Okay, he doesn't give anything? Fine. My guy Botter probably will. There you go. And then normally we get... Obviously we don't know what the deal is with the celestial weapons. Are they allowed? Are they modified? We'll have to see. I would imagine they've been modified. Yeah. I don't know if they just straight up don't exist, but... That's the kind of thing where maybe in that chest I would have liked to have seen a message, because obviously anyone going to that chest that's playing this mod knows what they're getting, and it's to do with the celestial weapons. So if they gave a little pop-up to say, you know, in this mod celestial weapons are not there, or like, you know, you'll be finding the celestial weapons in a different way or something like that, I think that would have been cool to see. Already 56 minutes, wow.
Hey, it's this way.
Okay, brother. Let's go. Right, so Waka is now in the team, but I can't press triangle, I can't enter the menu. What? Why? Is that always the case? I swear it's not. I want to obviously check his stats and stuff, but they're not letting me. 100. Right, let's have a look at this. Alchemy? Wow. That's really interesting. So it only has 10 MP though. Let's see what kind of strength. 111, so it's a little bit less than Titus it seems. I guess one thing you can do early on is kind of farm the different overdrive modes from these guys by staying in the fight a bit longer. Now we can go in. Okay. So no sign of power spheres. He does have some fairly OP abilities in general, so let's see what else he's got. Aim. Sleep Buster, now that's a big move. An ability that should also work on any bosses that are susceptible to it. So, yes, I did say strength is slightly less, it is, 14. Defense slightly higher. Magic a bit higher. Accuracy 25, that's good. Luck 19, that's good, but agility only 4, so that's very slow. Very slow indeed. Yeah, I think there's 2 chests down here. Again, these are chests that I usually don't mind bypassing. But for this one, I just need to not hang around so long that I need to actually heal. I don't want to waste anything. But yeah, I think it was especially important to talk to the Aurochs because I used up so many resources on Tross. But I guess Gil is very important as well because you can't farm Gil. You don't get any from random encounters, so you can't just like buy a bunch of potions from the shop unless you specifically know that that's the best thing to buy or that's what you need. So I think that's also another thing I'm going to struggle with. I'm going to be like very stingy with my Gil and maybe too stingy. So if I see anything pretty unique in the shops, like let's say Owaka weapons that could be very good, then I'll try to reserve it for that. But I think buying items and stuff from the shop might not be the best idea. Also, the escape functionality is not there. So you can't even do like singular escape. I don't know if you'll ever be able to flee or anything like that, but we'll have to see. I'll make sure I take out the trio. They're probably the most damaging. Haven't been poisoned yet. Yeah, I shouldn't hang around too long. Man, Gagazet is going to be horrible in terms of like resource management. Honestly, even Mihan, given how many encounters we have there. Yeah, shit. So there's no point going here. This was a waste. Just don't remember where the second chest is. So I'm already not doing a great job here. Was there only one chest there? Or maybe two? I can't see. Of course I got the worst encounter again. I really shouldn't use these. They could literally kill me though. If they both attack Tidus, I'm dead. Yeah, so this is all from like lack of memory. Like if you don't remember where all the chests are, you're going to waste more time looking around than you should. At least we have Daredevil now. But because our agility is bad, look at the amount of turns the piranhas are getting here. So I don't think this is an ideal start to the mod. Come on, crit. Yeah, I need to get out of here. If I've missed a chest, so be it. I feel like there's two chests in this bit, but... fair enough. Okay, from here there's a lot of story I'm going to have to kind of skip past, but I'll rejoin you guys for the next battle. I guess it's going to be the tutorial one. So I've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to speed up in the meantime. I think what I will do, in general, I'll probably show like some stuff that I've picked up along the way. Like that. And then there's these, so I guess I shouldn't skip this stuff. In case there's something different in the chests. But yeah, I only use one potion against the piranhas. I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, I should make an effort to try and get as much stuff as I can. I'm not normally like this much of a I have to get every item kind of thing. I just don't play like that. But for this one especially, like talking to every NPC just to make sure. I'm going to do a little bit more of that. So we can go into the shop. Potions only cost 20. That's interesting. That is very interesting indeed. I think that's encouraging you to actually buy some. So I'll wait till I'm done in here. And then I think I'll probably buy some on the way out. Okay, so from here it should be story. So I'll cut ahead. One thing definitely worth remembering to do, I assume, is getting the treasures from the Cloister of Trials. So that's definitely something I'm going to take the extra time to do. Let's take a look and see. I think this was like Rod of Wisdom for Yuna. Or was it the red? It was the Rod of Wisdom, right? The red armlet was the Kilika one. Nimbus Rod. There you go, something new. Definitely not what was in the OG. Magic booster, double overdrive, silence proof. What? What? That's insane. Love it. Interesting stuff. I'm really liking having access to more powerful stuff early on. That's really cool. Okay. Easy mod. Okay. So we are now officially ready to resume. Now, the one thing I'm curious about is what's going to happen with Aeons. Can we use them? Is he just going to let us summon it for the mandatory fights and then normally you can't summon? I feel like in a difficulty mod, probably you have to not be able to use them, but we'll see. These stats look relatively similar. Again, agility is less, but not bad. Agility 2. That's harsh. That is harsh. At least we have a water ward for the water flan. And then we have half MP cost, which obviously helps with the healing, I assume. And then when we want to go attack, we have this. But silence proof on a weapon is very interesting. Cool. I guess then we have to see, I mean, magic booster, I think it just makes it more helpful for healing. I doubt he's going to allow us to have any black magic for Yuna. So let's have a quick look. Prey is nice, definitely got to use that. It probably comes with an MP cost in this mod, but we'll see. Reflex. So I'm going to have a quick trip down her grid to see if we get any black magic or holy, of course. That'll also do. I imagine if we do get holy, it's right here. Yep, okay, so we at least get holy, that's good. Start with those. Focus. Okay, these are in the same place, from what I remember. Bio is all the way out here, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, these are all in the same place, which is fair enough. Oh, double cast as well at the end, okay. But I think there's some black magic ability where... it's hidden behind a level 3, but we can get to it. So double cast Ultima will be available eventually. Cool. Okay. Let's save. And the only decision for me now is Gil. Do I spend Gil on things like potions, or is that silly? Because he's made them so cheap, I'm like, surely it's fine. But I'm also not sure. I think for sections without Yuna, we definitely should. But right now, I'm not too sure. And do I do the whole... learning energy blast thing? I probably should. This might be one of those things I'll confirm with Karifean later after recording, and if he's like, no, like you could have got energy blast, you just didn't get it properly, then I'll probably add it in afterwards, but I think energy blast is not available. Back to normal speed. Let's see.
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Oh yeah, we got the Brotherhood now. I forgot. 201. Okay. Nice. But Dingo has more HP.
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer. My kind of customer.
So the Brotherhood is imbued with another element as well. I think it's lightning. There's like a purplish tint to it. The Brotherhood's just so cool, man. It's the best designed weapon in the game. So can't kill a simple bird in one hit. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Wow. But he just has such little MP that using like dark attack and stuff just feels like it won't work. But let's have a look at first strike, water strike, light, right, and then sensor. Okay. Cool. Let's do the next tutorial. I'm gonna do it close to the village. I assume it still triggers like a normal random encounter, just so I can run back after the tutorials are done. Save and then come back, maybe. Maybe it has like a proximity trick, like you have to go a certain length down to make it appear. That's interesting. It won't trigger unless you've made more progress. There you go.
That looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this!
Yeah, got countered.
Told ya. Only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
Elements advanced. Okay, advanced. When using a weapon that has multiple elemental strikes on it, the enemy's weakest element will be targeted. You can even hit multiple weaknesses at once. As for null spells, only if all relevant null spells are present, they will all be consumed at once to block the attack. Wow, okay. Yeah, that is a little bit advanced, I guess.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means...
Wait, Lulu only has 34 MP? Holy moly. And this guy comes in with a null shock. What? What in Yevon's name are you doing out there? So I'm not going to attack this guy. Well, I should attack it to get rid of the null shock, even if I'm going to get countered. Doesn't he have a lightning? I thought he had a lightning element on the weapon. I need to double check that. Yeah, I thought one of them was lightning because I can't check my weapons or change them. Only 61 damage. So we're just going to wait. Oh, I can't even skip my turn. Wow. So Waka's designed to not even get a turn here. That's really interesting. I mean, the game, like, quite literally doesn't give you a choice, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. But now Waka doesn't get a move. Fine. So we deliberately just use this. Basically, Lulu's slowness there is so bad. Like, I thought once we get Null Shock taken off, then we can just do it again next time, but no. Won't let you do that. Fair enough. So even from those, like, tutorial fights, get nothing. Now, do you get revived with 1 HP? Because there's a save sphere as well, that's why I didn't mind letting Tidus die as much. But this is taking a while. Don't crash. Okay. Yeah, you come back with 1 HP. That's good. Okay. Yeah, so for that fight I should have basically just not used lightning from the start. Now, let me double check which elements it was. It was lightning strike and water strike. So I thought the lightning would have gotten rid of the null. Okay, so Kimari, and then we have the Vanillawhorn tutorial. I think I'll end this first premiere part once I leave Besaid, because obviously the start of the game is always a bit slow. So first strike, overdrive. Which one should we go for? So it's nice that the overdrive comes back for random encounters. It seems to reset to what it was before the boss started or something like that. So it's going to reset to 0 when we fight Kimari. But then I think after Kimari, we get to keep whatever overdrive we had during that, I think. So let's go back to Lona, because that one charges a lot. Alright, here we go. I mean, I kind of like to censor him, but let's just attack. We probably can't damage him much. Let's see. 1, 2, 1. That'll do. This will help my overdrive do more damage, I guess. Ooh, nice. I like that. I'm going to keep cheering here, so that when I can attack, I'll be able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, he just spamming that. Okay. So I think this is another one where I have to kind of let the overdrive do the talking. As long as he doesn't do a different move or crit me here. Ah, shit. Oof. Close. So dark attack like 3 times and then fire. I don't know if this is randomized or preset. Whatever the case. Interesting. I swear in the previous fight there was a different delay between using these. Let's slice and dice him this time. Okay, it's about 670 damage, something like that. And we learn Blitz saves. Okay. I think that's number 5. Okay, war off. At least we can land another hit here. Oh, nice. There you go. Sweet. And some power spheres and a Baroque sword. Very well. So again, probably more resources than I'd like, but we can finally get a little bit of a stat boost. A mighty +1 defense and strength. Now we're rolling. And let's check out this new sword. Defense +5. Maybe more so for the extra slot that we can customize something onto. Okay. Just thinking, is there a chance I could fail the... Yes, I think there's always a chance I could fail everything. So, I'm going to go back and save. I'm just thinking, before we get to Kilika, we have Sin's Finn's encounter. I don't know if going in with this few potions and stuff is a smart idea. Maybe I should buy some. So, let's say you wanted to backtrack to buy some potions. How rough is that? Since we have a save sphere inside Besaid, even if we get into a couple of encounters, it should be fine. The encounter rate here is low. We'll probably hit like 1. Or 0, which is even better. Again, I don't know how, like, can he manipulate encounter rate tables, so like certain areas that used to have encounters don't anymore, or any other option. So we now have these. They're nice and cheap, but I'm just scared to spend money. I feel like Owaka's got to have the useful stuff. So I wanna... So for now I'm spending it on items, but I kind of feel like I have to. Screw it. Especially in the early going, it's only 1,000 gil, like surely we're going to get more as we go. I could have definitely played more efficiently up until this point, but for now at least, especially like with a mod that's designed around difficulty and stuff, as usual I kind of get into my by any means necessary kind of mode. As long as we can finish this mod, I'm happy. So last few battles of this first premiere episode, and already you've seen quite a lot of what to expect moving forward. This mod is tough.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True, but, Why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Okay, many enemies in this mod have new or changed elemental weaknesses. Keep an eye out with sensor. So, here I can't do that. But Aeons usually have auto sensor.
Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Okay. In this mod, you can only summon Aeons with her overdrive grand summon. The regular summon command is disabled. So, okay, at least we can. That's cool. Your Aeon stats won't increase on their own every 30 battles as you fight, but they will scale with Yuna stats as normal. Very well. So obviously for this one, he's given us the full overdrive. Now let's see if they have auto sensor. Right. Nice, okay. Very strong, but vulnerable to darkness. Well, darkness we do not have. So let's throw on that blizzard. See how much damage we're doing. 366. Yeah, it's very close to just taking it out just with that. I think it's just about enough. So let's shield here. So we can get an idea of the damage. Normally it reduces it by like a quarter or something. 48. Yikes. That's a lot of damage. I'm going to leave Energy Ray as like my final move here, just to make sure I finish it off. I don't know if Aeons keep their overdrive. Like, is it the same situation where when you grand summon, I think they automatically come out with an overdrive as well, I think. Something like that. Okay. Let's just do the overdrive, see how much damage we're getting out of it, so we know for future reference. $1,100, okay. Now, obviously against Sin's Fin, it would be nice to have Yuna with an overdrive. So we'll try and do that. Okay. So I think the general idea is to keep Tidus out. He has first strike, then we can either switch to Sensor or switch Yuna in, or, you know, it will give us a little bit of opportunity to do some stuff. So let's move. Also, we do have Cure in the menu now, so that's helpful. And Esuna as well, so that's good. I wonder if in the mods you can keep a status effect kind of running in the background like old school, like a lot of Final Fantasies used to do.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, Birdie.
Birdie. Right. Dark attack.
Yeah.
Very good. I think I'm good to use MP here. But got to remember to rotate in everybody. I've been getting used to the nice luxury of using the mod to give everybody AP. But now I shouldn't really do that. Okay, get Yuna in. Oh wow, they cost more. I see. Oh wait, no, it's because I have Magic Booster. Sorry. I was going to say in the menu it doesn't cost that much. So Dark Attack normally lasts 3 turns. Let's see how many turns this actually lasts for. I think for now I'm happy to get Waka back in. Do more damage. So that's 2 attacks. Still has Darkness. Yes. Okay. And I think we'll try and save some MP. Okay, attack number 3, it should wear off now. Yeah, it has worn off. Yeah, we're going to take one attack here, but... yeah. So I didn't quite play that correctly. Yeah, I was kind of hoping Lulu would evade it, but at least she unleashed Daredevil as a result. Almost. Alright, birdie. So at least the dark attack works the same in terms of how long it can apply darkness for. Only 26 MP? Holy crap, that's not good. Alright, let's try our best to get out of here. Escape Besaid Island challenge. I did not like that water plan. One bit. God. Why do I have sensor here? Who has sensor? Is it Lulu? I think it might be Lulu. Uses elemental fang attacks. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down to like one enemy and then I will bring Yuna out. 220. Okay. Ooh, it can give it to its allies. I really like that. That's nice. Good evasion, Lulu. Oh, it does it like the more advanced birds that hit everybody. That's lame. Yeah, so it has null shock, but it still takes the damage. Like that one I'm not 100% sure about yet. I need to have a proper look at it, but attacks every party member on its turn. Okay. I think we're already near at the end. Let's just make sure we get rid of it. Because Tidus could miss here. Should have been fire, that's a mistake, but it's so low in HP, it won't matter.
Magic, sweet magic.
That's a rare quote. What the hell? I don't remember that. So yeah, counters with water. I think for now, we can just chill here. Cure only costs 2 MP in battle, which is really nice. So we wait. I think we'll just let Lulu handle business here. So it either uses null shock or it uses counters. That's interesting. So I think 2 fires are enough. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, Lulu's agility being 2 means it takes quite a while, but we can't do this too many times, obviously. She's already using up a lot of MP, but for now I think it's fine. Just have to remember to swap Tidus back in. Yeah. And there we go, we've made it out of Besaid Island, thankfully. So once again, here there's NPCs to talk to get some more items, and I will make sure I do that. I think I'll do a new save for this one. Actually no, we'll make this the final save of this bit. We can save again on the ship before we fight Sin's Fin. And we get to listen to this beautiful track to finish things off. So she doesn't. I don't remember which ones specifically do, but there's definitely some NPCs that give you some stuff, yeah. I'm trying to speak to the little kid. Nice, thank you. Okay. Tough ring, nice. I'm going to quickly check that out. Should just be a defense plus, shouldn't it? Oh, HP plus 20, that's nice. So I think, here you go, 400 gil. Ether. Phoenix down. Okay, I think that's it. Cool. So, gonna get on the boat, gonna get my save in, and then I think I can conclude this first part of the mod. Surely I can save down here, right? I meet Owaka as well. Hopefully we'll have a bit of information about what to do for Owaka, like should we donate Gil to him, should we not? Because Gil's obviously treated very differently in this game, or in this mod, sorry. So I need to have a look at that. Okay, so I think I will conclude this first premiere episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and you've got to see already that Karifean clearly knows what he's doing, and he's already pulling some tricks out very early on in the game. So I'm already very excited to see what else is going to happen in this playthrough. So I've narrowly avoided death a few times in the playthrough already, and some things haven't gone quite so well. But I'm glad I managed to even make it this far, and things seem to be going well so far, and I generally like the approach. I think the only thing at this point is probably just the Gil stuff. Honestly, I'm just not sure. Like, it just feels a bit stressful to manage Gil, because I just don't know how much of it I can get now, what I should be spending it on, or like, you know, that kind of thing. But obviously I assume that's kind of built into the experience, but I will be kind of seeing how best to tackle that as we move forward. So thank you all for watching. Please do support this series by dropping a like on every episode if you can, remember. I would genuinely really appreciate that. We have the best Final Fantasy X community on the internet. I genuinely believe that's true. So let's show out in force for this series and support the mod and support the work of all modders out there that are trying to enhance your experiences with Final Fantasy X. So show Karifean a lot of love as always. Download the mod, give it a go yourself as well. And I will see you guys for the next episode next week. So thank you all for watching, and thank you Karifean for creating this mod for all of us to enjoy. I will see you soon. Take care.